Hi, it's Ty the Real Estate Guy, and I'm going to explain why self-discipline is the most important character trait you can develop, and how self-discipline is vital to your success. Have you ever noticed how super successful people always seem to have it all? Money, fame, power, and pretty much everything else. It's because they've learned to harness the power of self-discipline. So, how can you develop the kind of self-discipline that will help you overcome any weakness or accomplish pretty much any goal? This video will teach you how and why self-discipline works, and in turn explain to you how to develop the type of ironclad self-discipline that will help you achieve your goals, which will lead to the lifestyle you desire. Let's start with a story. This is a true story, by the way. It's my story, and I can't believe I'm doing this, but here's a picture of me just months after getting married. My weight was a record high. I was only 28 years old and in the worst shape of my life. I'm sure that everyone who saw me with my sweet wife was thinking, how did that guy get that girl? It was a wake-up call, and things needed to change. Unfortunately, I didn't have a clue what self-discipline was or how to develop it. I started to make changes in my diet and began exercising again. You know, doing little things like cutting out the soda or playing basketball once a week with the guys. Changes happened, but they were slow. Years later, I still wasn't even close to where I wanted to be. And I finally put my self-discipline to work with my focus on health and fitness. Fortunately, I'd been able to use self-discipline in my job as a new home salesperson much sooner. A year ago, I decided enough was enough, and I locked down my diet and increased my fitness routine. I didn't care what food tasted like as long as it was good for me. I decided I'd exercise every single day, even when I didn't feel like doing it. Here's a picture of me 17 years after that trip to Hawaii. At the age of 45, I'm in the best shape of my life. Self-discipline is mastery over oneself. Our natural tendency is to avoid pain and seek pleasure. But one of life's greatest secrets is that if you're always seeking immediate pleasure, your life will be filled with pain and regret. But if you learn how to delay gratification for the things that are bigger and better, you'll have a lifestyle that most people can only dream about. Everyone wants that beautiful home, that amazing car, the rock-hard body, to travel the world and whatever else. But if you don't develop self-discipline, you absolutely will not become the best version of yourself, and you will not live the life you dream of. So, what's the purpose of self-discipline? Its job is to help you complete tasks no matter how difficult. Self-discipline isn't about pleasure or pain. It's about getting you to the finish line. When you accomplish your long-term goals, all of the pain and sacrifices you've made will be worth it. We all have 24 hours each day to use as we please. If we had more time, we could be more successful. At the age of 30, I decided I would be one of the top 3 salespeople for the home builder that had just hired me. And that's when I started to get up at 5 a.m., deciding to give up sleep to better myself. This decision changed my life drastically for the better. It was the first time in my life I started using self-discipline on a consistent basis to a point where it is now a habit. Even on the mornings when I don't feel like getting out of bed, I'm able to do it. I know that if I don't get up and get going, I won't have enough time to accomplish my task for the day. If you really want something, you're going to have to give another thing up. I used this extra time to make myself a better salesman. Around the same time, I quit video games cold turkey because it was a complete waste of my precious time. Instead of video games, I began studying and searching for anything I could use to improve my current circumstance. I started reading to better myself for the first time. The knowledge I've gained from reading those books has undoubtedly changed the course of my life for the better. Okay, let's dig in. Starting with the question, what is self-discipline? Self-discipline is the mental ability that gives you the strength to do what needs to be done to accomplish a certain task or overcome a specific weakness. It's the ability to control your actions or feelings at a superior level. It's the acceptance of pain or discomfort with the understanding that your mental fortitude will help you accomplish your goals and help you become the best version of yourself, which brings great rewards that could not be received in any other way. Self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. No one is born with self-discipline. Like I said earlier, it's a skill that must be learned and developed. I'm giving you an outline, but really it boils down to you deciding you really want something and making the decision that you will do anything to get it. Going back to the muscle analogy, if self-discipline isn't used, it weakens. But when it's used on a daily basis, it will strengthen to a point where the action becomes a habit. Once you conquer one weakness, it's easier to conquer another, and it becomes much easier to accomplish your goals. As you begin to see results, you'll get inspired and start to push yourself even further. But let's not put the cart in front of the horse. As you work to develop self-discipline, you will fail, and you'll fail a lot. It's part of the process, so be careful not to bite off more than you can chew. Start small. Enjoy your little victories and continue to grow. Once you've mastered one facet of your life, you can move on to the next, transforming your life one step at a time. Just like my weight loss journey, it can take years to build enough self-discipline to change your bad habits. But if you stick with it, you will succeed. Self-discipline will take you from where you are to where you want to be. So, what are the best ways to strengthen your self-discipline? Number one, wake up earlier than what you're used to every day. To give yourself an extra hour or so each day to exercise, work on a hobby, or just get ahead at work, this one change alone will drastically enhance your life. Number two, exercise. One of the best ways to build your self-discipline muscle is to build your actual muscle. Not only will you look better, you'll feel better. And when you feel good, it's easier to be good, meaning you'll have a stronger resolve to not give in to temptation. Number three, pray and meditate. This will bring peace to your mind, body, and soul. Give thanks to God for all of your blessings, and feel free to ask Him for strength and guidance. In a turbulent world, it's important to spend a little time each day in silence, to take slow, deep breaths, and to be alone with your thoughts. Number four, set a budget. Sadly, a very large percentage of Americans have little to no money in savings. If this is you, you need a budget. Not only will this strengthen your self-discipline, but it will also improve your financial position. Number five, change your diet. Select an unhealthy item that you consume on a regular basis and delete it from your diet completely. For me, this was soda. It took years to break this habit, but now it's not even a temptation. At the same time, consider healthy foods that you should be consuming more of and find a way to infuse them into your regular plan. I never thought I'd be that guy drinking spinach smoothies for breakfast, but now I do it all the time and I actually like it. So who knows? You may be surprised too. Number six, remove distractions. What is something in your life That's diverting your attention from the things that matter the most. For many of us, it's the TV, our phones, and video games. Obviously, this list goes on, but could you imagine how much more you could accomplish if you replace just one of these distractions and instead use that time to do something productive? Number 7, break a bad habit. What is something you're doing that is self-destructive? Smoking, drinking, drugs. The list is certainly longer than this, but choose one and eliminate it. Not only will this increase your self-discipline, but you'll also live longer, healthier, and a happier life. For many of you, this is the most beneficial change you can make. And I know addictions aren't easily discarded, but if you follow the steps in this video, you can do it. Yes, you'll probably fail multiple times, but as long as you don't give up on yourself, sooner or later, you will succeed. Number 8, create good habits. Replace your bad habit with a good one. Focusing on the creation of a good habit will make it easier to remove the bad one. It only takes about 30 days of doing something on a consistent basis for it to become routine. Then, it doesn't take self-discipline to keep doing it. It just becomes part of your normal life, and you can move on to creating a new good habit. Number 9, make a plan. This is the most effective way to accomplish a goal. Write down what you want and all the steps you're going to take to obtain it. It's a lot harder to get lost or go off course if you have a roadmap. Number 10, reward yourself. This works for me better than anything else. If I dangle a reward out in front of me, I will always push harder to reach my goal. If you're feeling a little crazy, you can even take it to the next level. For instance, I'll buy a plane ticket and plan a major trip. That way I know that by a certain date, I better have saved enough money, and because I want to look good in my swimsuit, I'm also more motivated to eat better and push myself harder in the gym to shed those last few pounds. If I don't, my reward will most likely end up being a punishment. That's double motivation, and it's powerful. As a new home salesperson, it's imperative that I ready my clients for the arduous process of building a home. The best way to do this is by setting a proper expectation so my clients are prepared for the anxiety they'll feel as they go through the process. As you work to develop self-discipline, you should also have the proper expectations. It's important to know that you will feel some physical and emotional pain, or at least discomfort. Most of us give into temptation because our natural instinct is to avoid pain. So it's important to understand that to gain self-discipline, you will need to resist temptation and tolerate some discomfort. As I stated earlier, you will fail, but remember, you're not a failure until you quit. Don't give up on yourself. Everyone experiences setbacks. Keep doing little things each day that make you just a little bit better. The person who's all about fun rarely gets these amazing benefits of life. I often tell my kids, life isn't about having fun. It's about getting things done so you can reward yourself with the things that are really worthwhile. The person who realizes this will be able to purchase a home, drive their dream car, travel, and do pretty much whatever they want. Self-discipline is something that you must commit to because you know it will increase the quality of your life. If you've been putting off something important, stop this video right now and just do it. It will relieve so much stress and make you feel good to finally remove the weight of that nagging item from your mind. I recommend at least pausing the video to write down your one most important goal. What do you want out of life? What do you deserve? Write it down and create a roadmap. If you're wondering how to create a roadmap that will help you achieve your goal, check out my video, The Guaranteed Path to Success. I'll put a link to this below. What's preventing you from living the life you deserve? Delete, throw out, and remove them all. A bad influence can drag you down just as fast or faster than a bad habit. Don't wait till tomorrow. If you know there's something you have to change, start right now. The only thing that's stopping you from the life you want is yourself. Make the commitment right now. Write it down right now. Set a higher standard for yourself. From now on, wake up early and get going. Stop looking at where you are and focus on where you want to be. Don't make excuses. If you don't know how to do something, here's a simple 4-step process. Research, write down, commit, do. Yoda, the Jedi Master, said, do or do not. There is no try. So, like Nike says, just do it. I keep the words in my home in multiple locations. Don't give up what you want most for what you want now. Decide on the one most important thing you want and follow the advice of Tony Robbins. Take massive action. Massive action gets massive results. For more great videos, please hit the subscribe button below. Also, you can find me on Instagram at Ty the Real Estate Guy. If you found this information helpful, please give me a thumbs up and please share this video with someone you love. If you have questions or comments, I would love to hear from you. Please type your remarks below. Thanks for watching, and once again, please hit that little red subscribe button below. It'll make you feel good.